Hey everybody, Austin here, Speedy Vinyl. Hey, so I want to do a quick video this morning just to show you guys how to apply transfer tape to larger decals. I know sometimes that can be an intimidating thing, and so hopefully this video will help you conquer that fear a little bit. I'm going to show you a couple of the tricks that I use and just things that I do to apply transfer tape to large decals, and this will work for, I've done it on 10-foot decals, all the way down to like the small stuff. I pretty much do the same thing. So I'll show you, and I'll show you why I use my transfer tape and or the transfer tape that we sell on our website specifically. And so hopefully this video will help you guys with that. So let's get right to it here. So these are the decals that we're doing today. This is for a local person that we help out with some of their printed decals. So I've already weeded the images. This is about 24 inches wide and 24 inches tall. So it's almost a perfect square. And I'm going to be using our clear transfer tape. I like the big rolls. It's a better value, a lot better value, by the way. So first thing I like to do is, obviously you're going to want to make sure it's weeded, everything is ready to go. There's just everything looks clean. You want to try to get any, just little debris off of the backing before you apply it, because that's obviously going to get stuck to it. And so it's just less desirable when you give it to the customer. But the first thing I do is I will go ahead and just peel this back, kind of get a length of it. And what I do is I just kind of hold it over it so I know, okay, I've got enough transfer tape, okay? So then what you're gonna do is, don't put it on your decal yet. Take a razor blade and shear that piece off. And then what I like to do is kind of lay it on and let it fall on its own, so that it falls evenly. If you try to like push it down yourself, sometimes you can cause a wrinkle, or like you'll just catch an edge too quick or whatever. You want to let gravity kind of do the work here. I usually start with the bottom of it. You can start with the top, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And whenever I do big decals like this, I always do it in a couple of pieces, and I do it for a couple of reasons. One is, when you have large decals, when the person that's applying them, instead of having to tear off a whole big huge piece of transfer tape, they have multiple sections, so it breaks it up a little bit at a time for your customer. It's going to make things easier for your customer. It'll also make things easier for you if you're applying it. So let's go ahead and put this one on here, and we'll just do it on the bottom here. Actually, no, we're going to do it at the top. So it's okay if you overlap the letters a little bit. Don't worry about that. Like I said, we're going to use multiple pieces of transfer tape, and that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. So just kind of center your piece. That's the nice thing about the clear transfer tape, is you can kind of see it. You just want to make sure that things are kind of lined up, that you're going to cover all of your letters. And then what I do is I kind of let it hang in the middle. So you're going to let that transfer tape kind of taco, and you're just going to set it down. Remember, just using gravity, and then you're just going to let these ends just lay down, okay? So you're not going to press it yet. Then what you're going to do is take a squeegee, okay? And what I do is I kind of work the edges and just kind of work in a circle, okay? So you never want to like push your squeegee. You always want to pull your squeegee. Don't push it, because if you push it, what will happen is you can kind of roll that decal sometimes, or you'll roll the transfer tape and it'll fold over on itself. So you always just want to kind of pull. And on this first press, you want to do it lightly, okay? Just real lightly. You're just getting all the little air bubbles out. We're just kind of pressing it down. We're not really trying to get adhesion yet. We're just getting it flat, okay? And remember, we're only pulling. We're not pushing. You can push a little bit at the end, but you want to be careful about really pushing. when you do the adhesion step, you know, that's where you're really trying to get it to adhere. Then you can do it a little bit harder, okay? So let's go ahead and do this one more time. Same step here, because we got, now this is going to be cut apart into multiple things, but this would work for large single piece, you know, one piece decals. So we're going to hold it over it. We're going to make sure we got enough transfer tape and we're not wasting any. Shear some off there. We're going to take it, we're going to hold it like a taco, okay? And then again, we're just going to line it up through the tape. We're going to set it down and just let it fall, okay? Same process. We're going to pull the squeegee, just get the rest of those air bubbles out. Okay, so now we've got this whole thing transfer taped. And if you've ever done a large decal and the transfer tape went sideways, you know how frustrating that can be. You know, you can ruin a big project really quick. So what's nice about these squeegees that we sell is that felt, I think, helps when you get that first press down and then you flip it over and use the hard side, and that's going to help you get better adhesion and really kind of press that transfer tape in. Now, I would always suggest kind of working around. Picture there's a quarter, or even set a quarter in the center and just work away from it. You never want to go top to bottom all the way down. You want to try to make the air travel as little as possible whenever you're transfer taping big projects, really any project for that matter. So we're just going to press this down. Now, this particular customer sells these when she does shows, so we're not going to be worried about really pressing it down at this point. Her customers are going to want to do that at the end before they go ahead and apply it. But this, now our transfer tape's down, so now we can cut these apart and it's good to go. So super easy, you know, definitely works really well. A lot of you guys are using like the 12-inch wide material. This is 24-inch, so our 12-inch rolls will fit perfect. You can do one, but if you have a long one, you can do it in pieces. Don't be afraid to do it in pieces. Just make sure that they overlap each other the same way the whole way through. So hopefully this helps you guys with your transfer taping. This is the best way that I've found to do it, and I've been very successful with it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll leave some links in the bottom of this video on our transfer tape, both the 30-foot rolls and the 100-foot rolls, as well as our squeegees. And as always, if you guys have any questions, please reach out. We're here to help. We hope you guys have a wonderful day and good luck with your crafts. Thanks, guys.